Hello everyone, it's Natalie and welcome to my channel Find Joy in the Journey. Today the weather is much nicer. It was so bitterly cold yesterday. I could not come outside to do my regular morning inspection. So if you saw the video, I did the morning inspection through the window. It was really that cold and it had been raining, so that made things even worse. So today I actually can come outside and check out my garden. So let's do a quick walkthrough. Here are the onions, and they're still standing strong. That neck is still straight. Remember I explained to you about the neck of the onion right here? And these are the leaves of the onion. And the onion receives all its nutrients and sunshine and all of that and water through the leaves. And you want to make sure the neck of the onion does not get crimped over or fold over, because that signals to the plant that it's done growing. Okay, so you kind of trim back those leaves if necessary, but leaving enough for photosynthesizing. You want the plant to take in the sunlight and the energy and the carbon dioxide and all of that. So you do trim the leaves if they get too top heavy, because you don't want them to, like I said, make the plant fold over. So these are doing fine. They're sitting up straight, and so they're doing really good. Hopefully I will be harvesting onions this time. I haven't had much success with onions, so this will be great. Okay. This is the celery that I have left over after my large harvest. I did a harvest of all the celery that was in here. If you remember, this raised bed was filled. And I did a quick harvest before the frost came. We had 3 days of, it wasn't frost, it was actually a light freeze. And I harvested the majority of the celery, leaving the roots and enough foliage and leaves so it can regrow. You see that? Not bad, huh? Okay. My bay laurel plant's looking good. Like I said, the bay laurel plant's just a baby. I won't be able to start harvesting leaves off for a while now. Okay? But it looks good. It looks healthy. My rosemary plant, that looks good. That's another onion. That's nice and strong. Look at that. Pretty good. Oh, by the way, over on this side, there were red cabbages. So my cabbages were done. They were mature. I harvested those. Okay, so now I'm going to clear out that bed and get it ready to plant something else. I probably won't put anything in there until most likely spring. So it's going to stay like that until spring. Okay, until it's time to start planting the spring transplants. My collards, these are my Georgia collards, looking good. Everything was well watered yesterday because it did rain, so quite a good bit. So everything was good and saturated. Okay. On the other side of the raised bed, we have white onion and yellow onion, and it looks good. Very good. Everything's growing nicely. And nothing was damaged from those days of cold temperatures. We were in the low 30s, even got down to 29 degrees, and I had everything covered in a frost blanket, and everything seems to have survived. So these are onions also. These were actually just little white onions, and I was using them as seasoning in my food, so I would just come and harvest the tops of them, but look like they may actually be growing onions, like large onions. I don't know. But I'm gonna let them continue to grow and see what happens. Okay, my parsley, looking good. Looking good. My strawberry plant here. Let me see if I can get in a position. I hope the sunlight's not messing up the view. I'm going to try to do this as quickly as possible. There are some strawberries on there. Get that. Get this one. I'm going to go ahead and take this one. See if I can. Yeah, because it's getting real mushy. Now, I'll tell you what. When I bought these plants, some of the strawberries were already on there. So I was ahead of the game. Okay. That one's mushy, though. I'm going to take this one, too. I'm trying to do it with my nail. There we go. But hopefully it'll grow more. When I planted the strawberry plant there, I made sure we had good sandy, loamy soil, lots of organic matter, and also the crown of the strawberry bush here or plant. You leave that exposed. You don't want it to rot. So hopefully I did all the things that I was supposed to do. Oh, look, this, you can put that in soil. That's actually another plant growing. Excuse my cameramanship, it's terrible today. I can actually place that in a cup. So I'm going to do that. Let me leave it right here for now. I'm going to come back and do that a little later. My lemon trees. They're still standing strong. I actually, I didn't show this, I didn't record it, but there's actually a little spike of fertilizer that you can place in the soil, and I did that. So I actually, there's a little spike in there, like a slow release fertilizing spike that's feeding the plant on my little trees here. Okay, let's keep moving. But they're doing fine. I'm going to do a little more research. This is my first time growing citrus. So yeah, I got to do a little more research to make sure I'm doing all the right things. And it survived the freeze because I placed it in the greenhouse. Thank God for that greenhouse. It saved a lot of my stuff. Okay. And this is more, these are shallots actually. Those are shallots. Now, those tomato plants that I was trying to hold on to, I don't think they've made it. So, but that's okay. These were, that was a Rutgers beefsteak plant. Well, Rutgers, it's a variety of beefsteak. And this was a beefsteak tomato plant. But I don't think they survived. But it's okay. I got plenty ready to go. The Mizuna mustards. Okay. And I don't think mustards like cold temperatures, but I did protect them from the freeze. These look a little, with all the watering yesterday, you would think it'd be a lot more spry than this. But I'm noticing some of the leaves are a bit limp. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. My collards here in the raised bed. The collards on the end here. I tell you what, I had to treat them for insects. So before I covered them and before the freeze came, I came out here with my Maggie's Farm, and I did spray the leaves underneath the leaves there because there was some insects underneath there. Okay, these are stonehead cabbages. Over here we have my kale. I see one of the little leaves little stems is broken. That's from yeah, I can pull that off. Let me see if I can twist it off. No, it's not coming off easy, and I don't want to damage the plant. So, but that's my kale right there. I'm trying not to make this is supposed to be a quick little garden inspection. I don't want to make a long, drawn-out video. And that's my my Swiss chard called Bright Lights. Okay, this stuff was recently planted. My lettuce, it's going to be butter crunch lettuce and Paris Island Cos. And very quickly over here, these are the older collards that I was growing. So, and they're still growing. So guess what? I'm going to let them continue to grow, and I'm going to harvest from them. Okay. All right, that's pretty much it. So, but I'm going to go quickly over to the greenhouse and let you see some of the seedlings I have in there. So hold up. All right, everyone. Over here in a little walk-in greenhouse. These are some seeds that I dropped inside the house just the other day. This is the Hale's Best Jumbo Cantaloupe and some National Pickling Cucumbers. I had germinated the seeds in containers, like little plastic containers with lids. Both ways work. There's two ways that I germinate my seeds. One is in a Ziploc baggie with a damp paper towel, not overly saturated, but damp. Okay. That works like a charm. And then also the container works too. You place it on the napkin. It's still in a damp napkin, but you cover it with a lid. You place it in one of those plastic Tupperware containers, and you just cover it with a lid, and it works perfectly. My success rate of germinating seeds that way is at least 95%, no joke. Okay, so these have yet to come up because they're new, brand new. Okay, now down here, these are some Celebrity Plus tomato plants that I bought from the big box store. So when I tell you that I'm not worried about my my beefsteak plants that I lost, this is why. I have these celebrities ready to go, 4 of them, and they've held up well. They've been in here for almost a month now. And I took them out of the little nursery trays. These have actually been up potted. I up potted these to these little containers that I have here. So they're growing strong. They still look very healthy, so I'm very pleased with that. Over here, these little seed pods over here, I don't think they're gonna make it. It's just like I just didn't have success with these. And also I got them all mixed up. Let me see. Yeah, I got them mixed up. These were spinach and okra. And I just don't think that they took, because you should see something by now. Okay, so let's move over very quickly. Try not to make a video that's too long. Let's start down at the bottom. That's more celery. Okay, now this is celery that I started from seed. What you see over in that raised bed were transplants that I bought from the store. But what you see down here are, I was trying my hand at starting celery from seed. And as you can see, it did work. There's some out there, I'll show you those before I sign off, but they're not as healthy. Okay, so I took them out of the greenhouse and let them sit out there so they can get some more sun. Okay, then right here, I have a dasher cucumber plant that's just holding on up. Those leaves look a little bad. I need to work on those leaves. And I have a red kidney bean plant. Sometimes you have these little happy little accidents where you find one little seed and you throw it in some soil and an actual plant grows. So I just let God be God and let it just grow. See what happens. Okay. Now up here, more red kidney beans. As you can see, these are actually coming up. That one and that one. And there's one right there. Okay. The others I haven't seen anything yet, but it's okay. I'll be patient. Over here, some pinto beans. And I'm going to tell you what happened with this. I was germinating some of the pinto beans in a bag. They didn't come up right away. They didn't sprout. I'm sorry, they didn't germinate. They didn't sprout or germinate right away. So I just left them in the bag and actually forgot about them. And then I went rooting around in my seeds and noticed that these had begun to germinate. So I took them and put them in some soil. Last but definitely not least, my Brussels sprouts. This is my first time growing Brussels sprouts. Okay. I think these are called Long Island Brussels sprouts. And as you can see, they are sprouting. And I have some more seeds that I dropped. They're inside the house. Okay. But they're sprouting. I'm very pleased with that. Okay. This poor little, these are 3 celery plants that I started from seed. And they don't look too healthy, but I'm going to let them continue to grow. I put them out in the sunlight, took them out of the greenhouse so they can get some more sun. I think it's overwatered. Don't know, but I just have a hard time throwing away plants unless I really feel that they're beyond saving. I'm gonna let them continue to get some sunlight and see what happens. Okay? All right, guys. Very quickly, I wanted to show you my compost bin. Remember, I used all my compost that I've been working on for almost a year. This entire garbage can here that I turned into a compost bin. Just by drilling some holes in the bottom, drilling some holes on the side. Okay? And I had beautiful, rich black gold homemade compost, and I was able to fill that new raised bed with it. So I had to start over. I used the entire container. Those raised beds are pretty deep. You have to fill them completely, but you don't fill them completely with fresh soil. It's a layering method. Cardboard and garden scraps and wood and leaves and also compost. So I used my compost, and it needed every bit of it. So I had to start over again because I have 2 more raised beds coming, like I said. And I'll let you in on that little secret. I'll tell you when they get here and it's time for me to set them up, I'll explain to you about those Vegeta raised beds that are on their way. Okay? But I just wanted you to see my compost. I had some bananas that went bad that I was saving for my little smoothie cleanse. They went bad, so I just said, guess what? Nothing goes to waste. Into the compost bin. All right? Over here, you guys, I have more material to fill my raised garden beds. I have some sticks that fell from this pecan tree that we have here. So I've been trying to collect those sticks so I can use it to fill those raised beds. And then I have these bags of leaves that I raked up. And also this container is completely filled. Completely filled there. So I have plenty, and it's going to do the job. So I'll be able to fill, because when you fill the raised beds, it's a layering method. They call it the lasagna method. So you're going to put a layer of cardboard, a layer of wood, a layer of leaves, a layer of garden waste, and I have plenty of that. And then you have your compost. And then the top layer at top 10 to 12 inches will be your good, rich, fertile garden bed soil. And that's what you're going to grow your vegetables in. So I have plenty of material.